Good evening, members of AIR and the Restoration Rebels. So, I'm wrapped up a conference today in Denver, Colorado. This was a conference um, hosted by a group of a big group of people, but primarily with Paul and Kimberly Reed. And Paul and Kimberly Reed are two iconic leaders in the roofing industry. Now, many people ask me, roofing isn't your industry. Why are you there? And there's a lot more, there's a lot of answers of why, but the roofing industry deals with insurance companies, they deal with entrepreneurs, they deal with an ever-changing ecosystem of how people shop and buy. It's a trade, and they've been plagued with something that our industry is plagued with, and that's being fragmented. Um, Lots of things are driving many trades in this ecosystem in America or all around the world, probably. It's becoming complicated to run businesses. Varying degrees of complication based on your educational background. So I'm at this conference all weekend, and it really it's a lot like what we've been doing with Rebels and Air for a few years. The roofing industry they have groups, I believe, on Facebook, just like we do. But this conference was different. This was not one that was just about the fans and the dehumes, or wasn't talking about ISO, TP, spray foam. It wasn't talking about roofing components as much as it was that the leaders of the industry need to inspire and motivate the rest of the industry to raise the bar, to be professional, to get better education. And I say that to say this: Restoration Rebels is a passion of mine and many people. I can't speak for everyone, but it has, much to my bewilderment, it has shifted my professional being, my career, and my passion. Maybe it's uncovered things that I was passionate about. I put a lot into it. I make a lot of posts. I am present. I am answering questions. I take phone calls and text and messages from people all day long, other restorers who just need a little help. I get those because I make myself available. Sometimes I complain to myself that I've run out of time. But here's the story. There was a time in my life that I was in a very dark place. I was between marriages, and I was extremely low, extremely depressed. I lived in my car. I could not get my head right. I was working two jobs. I'd owned businesses before. I just could not put any IQ points together enough to rub two nickels together to create anything. I was covered with pity and anger and depression, and I lived in my car. And I didn't have a good relationship with myself, and I did not have a good relationship with other people. I tried in my own way to reach out to probably about 14 or 15 people, and no one was really available. They had their own lives. They didn't have any. I was asking for couches. I was asking for just an evening of a shower, and it was just, I was low, everyone. I mean, it's the lowest point in my life, I believe. And I don't tell anybody this story before. This is going live. And no one answered. No one reached out to help. So here I am today, and I don't want anyone to ever feel that way. Someone calls me at 2 a.m. My wife rolls over and looks at me, rolls her eyes. I answer those calls. So do many of you. I'm not saying this is my passion, but here's where we are. This is what I'm getting to. We did the Restoration Rebels. It's still a very powerful group, but it's not what myself and many other leaders know. We know it's not a think, it's a know, is what's going to get us to the next level, and then the next level, and the next level. So we started AIR. So I own AIR with John Grubb and OP, but I don't run it like I own it. I have our members, our membership group is it are the owners. Um, it's just not anything that anybody's using to get rich. We're using it as a powerful thing. So this past week, while I was coming here, we had a very, very topical situation come up in the Rebel group, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful it happened. Timothy Fuller posted an article that a news channel in Utah, Salt Lake City area, made about this unscrupulous contractor that left the homeowner holding the bill for monies that the insurance didn't want to pay. And this article was about a Rebel member that I personally know, I've met, and runs Paul Goodwin, Expert Restoration, Salt Lake, runs a phenomenal business. Okay. Perfect? No. My business isn't perfect. This was a smear campaign. This was a reporter that did not have the other side. They did answer. They asked Paul questions, and he answered. It was Allstate, was the insurance company. No comment from them, really. I think I was not engaged in this article, but it caused a very long post, and it stirred a lot of emotions, and it got a lot of people fired up in this group. And I kind of feel like, I'm sorry, Paul, but I'm like, finally something to ignite a fire. Maybe the problem has been that the mission that we have hasn't suited the mass group here. We've been trying to get people off of TPAs and programs, have their own work, know their profit margins, bill for the right amount so that they can make money, be better bosses. David Kunze, Kunze, I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right, just posted today. The numbers just came in last year, first year in business, I think, just broke $1 million, no TPAs. It can be done, everyone. So I've got a lot of people that are messaging me, and literally whenever these big posts come up, and I even said, this is something that that I want to get behind. We can't let this happen. A lot of you sent emails to the news channel. It seems that the reporter is no longer there. But I talked to Paul, and I talked to several. I have so much going on right now, and for a moment I felt bad that I had to say that I can't light this fire for a moment. But now I don't, because I'm in this group fighting to fight with everyone alongside all the time. And I can't do it all. I need you. So I was talking to Paul a little bit earlier. We need to stand for something. And this is one of those things. We need to stand together, change the narrative, and educate the public that this kind of BS by carriers, and then especially with the media, cannot continue. I ask all the time in this group, join us in the Alliance of Independent Restorers. Join AIR. We call it AIR, A-I-R. I still get people weekly that don't know what we're talking about. The Alliance of Independent Restorers is a trade association that we started. It's a direct leap from Rebels to a more professional, would you call it VIP? Would you call it an engaged group? It's another group. Someone said something great last week, and I didn't know I was going to repeat this, but I am. All air members are rebels, but not all rebels are air members. It costs to join because we're doing things that cost money. We are approaching initiatives that need a little bit of fuel in the tank, and there have to be repayment for that. Just like your business, just like American. Everything in America is a capitalist society. Nothing free is worth very much. But we're asking for not just your dollars. I want your minds and your hearts and your brains. The best ideas are inside of this group, inside of the pains that we go through every day, together and separate. So there is and I've asked a few people, Tim and Josh and anyone, I ask everyone, let's rally and get behind Paul and his business partner. Let's look out. Let's call it Rebels Protecting Rebels. That could be our slogan for now. Hashtag Restores, Rebels Protecting Rebels. We can't let it we can't sit by and do nothing and let this happen. Years ago, our good friend Ben Justinson was being targeted for what looked like a copyright infringement or some things. And the industry got behind him in a major way and helped him out. I'm not asking everyone to get behind Paul and Tim because the amount it's not about how much it is. It's about the defamation that he's receiving. But the truth is what happens to every single one of us and you and me in this industry every day. It might always happen, but I have a saying. If you're going to cut my head off with a sword, you got to look me in the eye to do it. I'm not going to be on my knees with my head down. I'm fighting for this industry, and I'm asking you to help us do so. Do you want to stay in the Rebels and do it? Fine. But how are you going to organize with us? We have chapters popping up. There are enough people in this group to have incredible chapters in every state, in almost every major city, sometimes multiple. The opportunities with chapters are incredible. Now, I'm 12 minutes and 50 seconds into this video, and here's the problem. I'm going to release this into the air group, because we have a private page that only air members are in, and in the Rebels. There will be thousands of people that do not see it because of how Facebook works with suppressing content. If you see this video, whoever you are, if you will take it and reshare it in both groups, this will create a large quantity of redundant posts. I understand that. But what you don't know is that when you post something, a whole population of people that never see anything that I post will see it. This message will get out there. I am trying to send a message mass. I can't email everyone. I don't have everyone's emails. Facebook hides that. I can't PM everyone in their PM box. Number one, Facebook limits how many people you can mass PM. And if we're not friends connected on Facebook, it goes into this separate spam box that you don't ever see. Rebel group. Take this video and post it. Make your own video. Join us with the mission. We're trying to take back this industry. We are trying to take back this industry. We don't need more people to do nothing. We need more people to do more. There is a reason for every one of you to join. You have to find what that reason is, and you have to help us help you bring it to the spotlight. We are looking for initiatives because once we're together, once we're organized, and once we get our ecosystem going, I really, really, really am excited about how much we can probably accomplish. So this is my plea. I just told you my story. I won't stop. I will not stop. I don't think that any of the over 200 and something air members will stop. We are trying to do more, but it's early. It's still small. We need. It's like we're a band still playing little smoky bars. We're not ready for arenas yet, but we're ready to get to bigger shows and get more voices. The truth is, the things that we're missing to be the best organization we can be, the very little pieces, are lie within you. You all have different experiences, different talents. I produce all the videos that I can, all the roundtables. I do the post editing. I'm looking for people to help me shoulder this load. And there are a lot that already do. John May, Christine Timmel, Keith Sproles, John Grubb, OP, Christine Agostinzi, so many more people, Blaine Perry, Chris Flaney, so many more people contribute their hard time. They like time that they probably could definitely be doing other things. They believe in this. And I'm not leaving anyone out, because I mean everyone, you know who you are. But everyone, every one of you that has a business, if you've gained value from the Rebels page, pay it back. Not to me, not to anyone's pocket. Pay it back to the industry. Pay it back to the opportunity that this page created for the great information to help. I'll close on this, and I'm deadly serious, and I don't care what anyone says. If someone comes to me in this request for giving, because I believe in giving, if you come and say, what's in it for me, you're not the right person. To me, the question I ask everyone, these roofers, the people at this roofing conference, and everything I ever go do, what can I do to help you? I don't ask what it's going to make me in money. I don't ask what I'm going to gain from it. That's up to me to get the value that I need. If I contribute my time to someone and I can't get my own ROI, that's on me. But I can find ROI in everything I do, and so can you. Not everyone will be air quality. I'm sorry. I want it to be elite. This is good restorers. Does stuff right, or is wanting to learn. Now, let me tell you, if you're in this Rebel group and you're kind of stuck and not sure what you're going to do in 2020, you need to join. We've got education, we've got collaboration, we've got unity, but we're going to do it together. We're going to win together and we're going to lose together. We're going to fail and we're going to succeed, but we're going to do it together. No one wants to go down alone, and believe me, it's not fun succeeding at the top and there's no one there. I listened to a billionaire today talk about walking into his 60,000 square foot house alone and hating it, hating all the money he made. Meant nothing to him. Let's make this mean something to us. I really want to do a call to action. I want you to join the Alliance for Independent Restorers. AIRESTORE, airrestore.org. I'll put it down in the bottom of the video post. We need you. But if you're not going to go, great. Help over here. But let's get off the sidelines and let's get on the field. Okay? Thank you all. Paul, Expert Restoration in Utah. Everybody across the country that's getting smashed inappropriately for doing good work. You're trying to help your homeowners, your building owners, trying to do a good job and get good reviews and build a company, and yet you're getting kicked in the teeth by the insurance company. We're here for you. Let's not do it alone. Let's find what you need and let's get it for you. Thanks, everyone. Bye.